Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Oksana. I am a personal development coach. I essentially help people such as yourself build and design a lifestyle that is more suitable and sustainable for them to achieve and even develop and furthermore understand their goals. So that being said, after putting out a ton of questionnaires, even like a ton, there's like some on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me there, you probably should. There should be some helpful material there. I received a lot of great feedback and realized that majority of people are looking for help with meal prepping ideas, learning how to be more effective when it comes to reaching towards their health and fitness and wellness goals. So today I am going to be taking you on a little bit of a field trip, a little bit of an adventure rather with me, and show you how I prep my meals for the week. Yeah, we're stuck in quarantine. Yeah, things are super unpredictable, but I realized that this is actually the perfect time to really buckle down on my meal prep, and it also doesn't help being locked up and being so close to a bunch of snacks at all times, especially living with your family again when your mom likes to cook and you like to bake. Nevertheless, enjoy. All right, so before you actually go to the store, it would be very wise of you to actually write a list. Try to figure out, honestly, go on Pinterest, go on the internet, ask a friend, ask me. Honestly, you can reach me so easily on Instagram. Ask me or yeah, anyone else what to make, right? Or if anyone has any ideas as to what to make for meal prep, you can find ideas everywhere, especially on Pinterest. Not gonna lie, a majority of my ideas come from Pinterest. That being said, write out a list of your meals first, right? So what are you gonna make? My life honestly consists of lists everywhere all the time, whether it's a to-do list or like meals or groceries, like what to do around the house. So that being said, I know a little bit about them. So make a list for what you want your meals to be, and then write out your groceries. And actually something I learned when it comes to writing out your grocery list is to actually visualize the grocery store. Write out the order in which you're going to buy your groceries, right? So generally, majority of grocery stores, at least in this area, start off in like the produce area, right? So I'm gonna write down all my produce first. And there's like the rule of thumb is to stick to the outskirts of the grocery store, which quite frankly is pretty accurate. So it would go produce, and then I would reach like the meat section. So I have like my extra lean ground beef. Side note, try to stick to leaner meats. Even if you're trying to gain weight, generally leaner meats are the best meats. And then I have like I don't know, like rice, and then eventually I make my way around and it's like eggs and my oat. Yeah, if you guys haven't gotten that yet, it's oat milk, but you froth it, and it's specifically made to be frothed. Anyway, it's a bomb.com. So stick to the outskirts, but design your list in relation to the actual layout of the grocery store, and don't go shopping on an empty stomach, because bad things happen. Trust me. All right, guys, sorry about the noise in the background. That will die down, but fair warning, full disclosure, this is a very busy household, so there will likely be interruptions. So anyway, I finished up my grocery shopping, and now I've just washed all of the veggies, and I've essentially laid it out aesthetically for you guys. So we got here, I was like, let me flip my camera here. So we got my mushrooms, extra lean ground beef. I got the chicken fillets. I find they're a lot easier to portion when you're weighing, well, when you're portioning, right? When you're weighing things out. My bell peppers, onion, I like red onion over white, and my zucchini, some brown rice, and some classico. I wanted to try this roasted garlic onion flavor, but this is only, let's see, 50, there we go, 50 calories per half a cup, which is awesome for the pasta I'll be making. And by pasta I mean zoodles. By zoodles I mean zucchini noodles. Yeah. And it is critical before you do anything. Put on some tunes. So I have turned on the oven. I'm going to be cooking my chicken first, but while the oven preheats, I'm actually going to start my rice because rice takes generally a longer time. As for the chicken, I use these. My mom actually got these, but they're these reusable sheets, and you can use them for baking, or you can use them for baking, or I told you my house is busy, or cooking. So I'm gonna be putting my chicken on one, and I'm gonna be slicing and dicing all of my veggies. Okay, so we're gonna do this here. Whoop. If you guys are using a like a food tracker or like a calorie counter of some sort, I like to use MyFitnessPal. It seems to be the most accurate so far. But anyway, if you're doing that, you definitely want to be actually measuring your foods. I mean, approximation is okay to a certain extent. It depends on how seriously you want to take your diet and just your eating and nutrition all together. And if you are using a fitness tracker like if you are using a fitness tracker like that, but you finish with a bag, don't throw it out just yet, simply because you can scan the barcode, because you're a lot more likely to forget what the product is called. So keep the packaging with you. All right, so now that the oven is preheating, the rice is cooking, I can now start my chicken. So I just laid it out on one of these awesome sheets that I told you about, and I'm gonna spice it because we don't want any bland chicken, you know what I mean? A little spice, just like so. Yeah, am I measuring it? No. Is it gonna be delicious? Yeah. Is it really gonna affect my calories that badly? Like, do I take it that seriously? No. So what I'm using here is my spiralizer. If you're trying to maintain a lower carb diet, I sincerely suggest making zoodles, right? They're essentially zucchini noodles. It's very easy to make. I got this at Walmart, I think. You can find it online. You can get it off of Amazon. You can get it from Walmart, or you can get it from Canadian Tire. I'm sure just about any store that sells kitchen supplies sells it. More than worth it. Such a good purchase. Okay, and as you cook, the kitchen gets hot because of the oven. So put your hair up. It's gonna get warm. So right now I have my veggies, my like mixed or one pan mixed veggies in the oven. They're cooking. The chicken is done. Rice is done. So now I'm gonna finish with spiralizing these zoodles, and then I'm gonna portion them. And then at that point, what will I do next? I guess I'd start the chicken. The extra lean ground beef. Oh, it's the heat. The heat's getting to me, I swear. So now that the zoodles are all portioned out and prepped like so, before I start the extra lean ground beef with I think I'm gonna mix some mushrooms in with it. I'm going to portion out my, we'll just say like meal number one, and that is the chicken strips, rice, and the mixed veggies, these here. Oh my God, they look so good. Oh my God. And one thing I do want to mention, depending on how seriously you are actually taking your nutrition, so if you are weighing things out, which I do suggest, if you are trying to meet up or like make way with your macros and your daily caloric intake while trying to maintain a caloric deficit, then I sincerely suggest you actually write down how much of which is going into each meal. Ideally, you want it to be the same. I'm not going to answer that. Ideally, you want it to be the same, but for example, there was 147 grams of the zucchini in each zucchini meal, I guess. So I'm going to write that down in meal number 2. Get it? That way I can make it a lot easier for myself when I put all of this in MyFitnessPal. And if you are familiar with MyFitnessPal, you'll know that you can actually create your own meals. So if I already know what's going in into my meals, then and I input it into MyFitnessPal, then if I want that meal again, the information is already there. Also, as I'm logging my daily meals, it's already there in one solid meal. So sure, it's a little more extra work now, but you are saving yourself a ton of time in the long run. So you won't have to log all this stuff item by item, which is super tedious and a huge turnoff when it comes to recording your food. Yeah. Okay, so now I have finished cooking, I have finished prepping, and I've portioned and weighed appropriately. So in meal 1, we have 101 grams, I'm gonna read off this just because I didn't memorize it, 101 grams of chicken. I decided to get the chicken strips. Oh God, I didn't think this through. Just like so. 50 grams of rice, and then 120 grams of the veggies. Okay, that's for meal number 1. And then for meal number 2, instead of having like your regular spaghetti, you can choose a much lower carb alternative. So I have 147 grams of zucchini noodles or zoodles and 100 grams of extra lean ground beef. That's where I'm getting my protein. And then 1 cup of the pasta sauce. So from this point on, all I would do would be implement these into MyFitnessPal, creating a meal on there. Guys, seriously, MyFitnessPal is an incredible app to use when it comes to tracking your calories and your macros. But if you are just looking for more of a healthy and sustainable way of prepping your meals in advance, I can certainly say it will help you save time, save money, and it will definitely help you stay on track in terms of your health and nutrition. Please feel free to go on my Instagram, look at my posts there, drop any comments, questions, concerns here, or message me, DM me through there, and I'll do my absolute best to help you. And if you guys have any suggestions as to what kind of content you'd like to see in the future, please let me know. So hope this helped, and have an awesome day. Happy Meal Prep Monday. Okay, so I laid out my chicken, and oh God, my eyes are burning. Oh God. Okay. Whew. Okay.